when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the calamity that makes respect of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his own quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would these fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, without a fear of something after death? The undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have, and flee to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the naked hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith in the moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. But soft you now, the fair Ophelia, me, and my Orestes beyond my sins already.
Good my lord, have thus your honor this many a day.
I humbly thank you. Well, well, well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours. I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did, and with them words so sweet and composed as made the things more rich. Take these again, my lord, for to the noble mind which gift wax pours when givers prove unkind. There.
Ha! Ha! Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
Then if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is into a bard, than honesty can translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometimes a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, I was the more deceived.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
You made me believe so.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent honest, did I could accuse me of such things, that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between heaven and earth? We are errant knaves all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
I know, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, help and you, sweet happiness.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as pure as snow, as chaste as ice. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to another and go. Farewell. Or, if thou wilt need, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To another and go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, help me, you, sweet heaven.
I have heard of your paintings too. God has given you one face and you make for yourselves another. You dig, you amble, you lisp, you nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to! I'll have no more of it. It hath made me mad. I say, we shall have no more marriages. Of those that are married, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To a nunnery, go!
Oh, what a noble mind is there o'erthrown.
formulas which was not like madness. There's something in his sorrow which the melancholy sits on brood. I do doubt the hatching of disclose will be some trouble, though. Thus I have set forth he shall with speed to England for demand of his neglected tribute. What do you think on it?
It shall do well, yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Fiona? You need not tell us what Lord Pembroke said. You heard it all. My lord. My lord, do as you please, but if you hold it fit, after the play, let his queen mother all alone entreat him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and all be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she loved him not, to England send him, or confine him where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
How now, my lord? Will the king hear this piece of work?
And the queen too, and that presently.
Bid the players make haste. Will you two help to hasten them?
We will, my lord.
What ho, Horatia!
Here, sweet lord, at your service.
Horatia, thou art e'en as just a man as ever my conversation had coped upon.
Oh, my dear lord.
Nay, do not think I flatter. For what advancement may I hope from thee that hast no revenue but thy good spirits to clothe and feed thee? No, let the candied tongue lick absurd pomp, and crook the pregnant hinges of the knee, where thrift may follow farming. Dost thou hear? Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice, and could of men distinguish, her election hath sealed thee for herself. For thou hast been as one in suffering all, that suffers nothing. A man whose fortunes, buffets, and rewards has taken with equal thanks. And blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commingled that they are not very tight for fortune's finger to sound what stop she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart's core, aye, in my heart of heart, as I do you. Something too much of this. There is a play tonight before the king. One scene in it chiefly comes near the circumstance which I have told you of my father's murder. When thou seest the act afoot, even with the very convent of thy soul, observe mine uncle. It is occulted guilt, doth not itself unkennel in one speech. It is a damning ghost we have seen, and my imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's Psyche. Give him heedful note, for mine eyes will rivet on his face, and after we will both our judgments join in censure of this scene.
Well, my lord, if ye steal aught whilst this play is playing and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They're coming to play. Get thee place, I must be I.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent! In faith, of the chameleon's dish. I eat the air, promise cram. You cannot be capon, sir.
Oh, I have nothing with this answer. Hamlet, these words are not mine.
Nor mine now. My lord, you played once in the university, so you say.
That did I, my lord, and was accounted a good actor.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute part of him to kill so capital a cat there. Be the place, right?
I, my lord, may stay upon your patience. Come hither, dear Hamlet, sit by me.
No, good mother. Here's nothing more attractive.
Oh, do you mark that?
Lady, Shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head on your lap.
Aye, my lord. You are married, my lord.
Why, God, you're only jig-maker. What should a man do but be married? For look you how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within this past 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long? Nay then, let the devil wear black, for I'll have a suit of sables. Heavens, died 2 months ago, and not forgotten yet. Then there's hopes a man's life may outlive him half a year. Madam, I like you this place.
Lady Down protested too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Is there no offence in this?
No, no, they do but jest. Poison in jest. No offense in the world.
What do you plan to play?
The mousetrap. The play is the image of a murder done in Vienna. You shall see anon, 'tis a knavish piece of work. But what of that? Your majesty and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Let the galled jade wince, our withers are unwrung. He poisons it in the garden for his estate. His name's Gonzaga. The story is excellent and written in very choice Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzaga's wife.
The king rises.
Do you want the play?
What? Frightened with false fire?
Give me some light,
Why, let the strucken deer go weep, the heart's unguarded play, for some must watch, or some must sleep, thus runs the world away. Would not this, sir, and a forest of feathers, if the rest of my fortunes turn Turk with me, with 2 provincial roses on my brazen shoes, get me a fellowship and a cry of players? And dost thou know, O Damon dear, this realm dismantled was of Jove himself, and now reigns here, a very, very paddock.
You might have rhymed.
Oh, good Horatia, I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Didst perceive?
Very well, my lord.
Upon the talk of the poisoning.
I did very well noted.
Come, come, some music! Come, the recorders! For if the king likes not the comedy, why then be like he likes it not purdy. Come, some music!
Good my lord, vouchsafe us a word with you.
Sir, of home history.
The king, sir,
I, sir, what of him?
is in his retirement, marvelous distempered.
With drink, sir.
No, my lord, rather with choler.
Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to the doctor. For me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into far more choler.
Good my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly to my affair.
I am tame, sir, pronounce.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You're welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this by greed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I shall do your mother's commandment. If not, our pardon, and our leave shall be the end of our business.
Sir, I cannot.
What, my lord?
Make you a wholesome answer. My wit's diseased. But such answer as I can make shall be yours to command. Or rather, as you say, my mother. Now, no more, but to the matter. My mother, you say.
Then thus she says your behavior hath struck her into amazement and admiration.
Oh, wonderful son, that can so astonish a mother. But is there no sequel at the heels of this mother's admiration in part?
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We will obey, were she 10 times our mother. Now have you no further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love us.
And still do by these pickers and stealers.
Good my lord, what is your cause of distemper? Usually do bar the door upon your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friends.
Sir, I lack advancement.
How can that be when you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark?
Aye, sir, but all the grass grows. The proverb is something musty. Ah, the recorders, let me see one. To withdraw with you, sir. Why do you go about to recover the wind of me as if you would drive me into a toil?
My lord, if my duty be too bold, my love is too unmannerly.
I do not well understand that. Will you play upon this pipe?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray you.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech you.
I know. No touch of it, my lord.
It is as easy as lying. Govern these ventages with your finger and thumbs. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, these are the stops.
But to these cannot I command any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why, look you now. How unworthy a thing you make me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would pluck out the heart of my mystery, and there is much music. Excellent voice. In this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak? This blood. Do you think I am easier to be played upon than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, though you can fret me, you cannot play upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would speak with you, and presently.
Do you see yonder cloud? It's almost in the shape of a camel.
By the mass, and 'tis like a camel indeed.
Or rather like a weasel.
It is backed like a weasel.
Or like a whale.
Very like a whale.
Then I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn and hell itself breathe out contagion to this world. Now could I drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look on. Soft, now to my mother. O heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words, so never she be shent to give them seals. Never. My soul consent.